Next I would invite Wendy Everingham, representing the Lyttelton Reserves Management Committee, to the table. Wendy, good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you everyone for having me at Council today. So I'm the Deputy Chair of the Lyttelton Reserves Management Committee, and so thank you for letting us speak at this. I wanted to speak directly to everyone today to highlight the potential that reserve management committees can offer the entire city as we enter the period of cost savings and instability due to COVID-19. I'm encouraged that change is on the way by already observing organisational changes under the leadership of your new CEO. So as a member of the public, I can see positive improvements to council governance issue processes, improving openness, transparency and consistency already. And so coupled with organisational reviews in progress, I'm hopeful that this greater attention to detail can flow through to reserve management committees, unlocking their potential and ultimately leading to cost savings for the council and empowering your willing communities more. So how could I see this happening? You have an opportunity to let all your community boards delegate the management of gazetted reserves to local reserve management committees. Currently, this only happens on the Banks Peninsula. So to successfully do this, I think you need to ensure a correct framework is put in place so that the communities can effectively manage these assets with good direction. So these are some observations I've got. I've been a part of reserve management committees since 2013. These are the things that I think you need to put in place to make sure that could happen. So I think it would be beneficial if all reserve land was gazetted under the Reserved Act of 1977, because this triggers the possibility of community management. Then once that happens, I think an independent management plan should be developed for the particular reserve, which could then be led by a community-led development plan. And at that point, when those particular processes are in place, the community then could take over full management of the land, working in conjunction with their community board. A final requirement that I think would be needed is that all reserve management committees would have budget lines for their particular reserves within your accounting system. Without that, effective control continues to be limited. So I think council's role needs to become more strategic, and then the day-to-day management can be left to willing and able local communities. So currently what I see is the council presents a development plan, and it's very, very rarely that a management plan is developed. So this leaves a void, and communities who are trying hard to manage their reserve land find it incredibly difficult because there's strategic gaps. So two things that quickly come to mind to me: there's no overall fire risk management plan for reserve land, and there's no overall mountain bike policy for Christchurch. From my experience, when your community is empowered to effectively manage the reserves, you get a different level of buy-in. We aren't just volunteers that get called in to run to do a community planting. We're there all the time. We don't mass spray huge areas of weeds because it's more cost effective. We've got time, and so we deal to it. We dig them out. We might cut and paste. We grow our own plants. We maintain the tracks. We create the forest. We're on the ground. We're there to respond all the time because it's our community. So I think if council could supply this broader framework, and in the case of the committee I'm on, the gaps that need filling, I mean, we'd really like in our annual plan your support for an independent management plan and our own budget line. And when this happens, we'll be empowered to manage our own land more effectively, and hopefully you'll be empowered to entrust more of community land to your wider community, and I think we'll all benefit. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Leanne?
No question, just music to my ears. What a fabulous submission, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I mean, Wendy and I have worked together for a number of years. And Wendy, you talk about experience in the reserves. I'm very aware of a lot of the good work that you've not only done, but led as well. So thank you for that. And thank you very much indeed for joining us today. Thank you.